application.
I'm not gonna mess with that.
I was thinking when you did that, Logan, you had to size that thing.
I've never touched it before like that.
Well, I thought you did. Man. I thought you had to size it before you moved it up into the corner.
For OBS, yes, but then it's stuck in that screen. I can't even interact with it if I wanted to. If there is, well, there's not a mouse, but if I go to move the mouse over, it's technically under that screen. So there's no way to interact with it.
I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
They started at 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll be back. them right, don't you?
No, I just switch them. What number is that person?
The what?
What number is that person? 22. 24.
24.
And what's wrong?
76. That's Hamilton.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Right now it's 7-7. No goals.
There is a goalie over here. Right, right down here.
8-7. Well, still 7-7.
Here's the bathroom.
Okay, now it's 8-7.
Better go before we start, right?
Yeah, you better. There comes a lineman. We got 2 goalies.
Welcome back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's Game 1 of 3 matchup. This one between the Mighty Ducks and Team Hamilton. Game number 2, that will be back here on YouTube. Although that game will not be having a broadcaster, it will still be here on YouTube. That will be between Team Golden and the Polar Bears, as I will be playing for Team Golden in game number 2. Large majority of period number 3 will be still here on YouTube. Once again, no broadcaster as I'm getting set for game 2. Game number 3 will be a full 60 minutes of play-by-play here on YouTube as well. That's between Team Goldberg and Team Markovich. Heading down to the lower division standings. Team Markovich sits in first place this season, 5-1 for 10 points. That is tied with the Mighty Ducks. They've played one extra game, 5-2 for 10. Goldberg right behind them, 4-2 for 8 points. Hamilton squad right behind them, 2-4 with one overtime loss for 5 points. Tied with them are the Polar Bears, 1 win, 2 loss, 2 overtime loss, and 1 shootout loss for 5 points. At the bottom, that's Team Golden, 2-4 for 4 points. Some names to keep an eye out on here tonight. That's Nick Vu, number 91, 2-2. 2 goals, 2 assists, that is, for 4 points. Followed by a 4-goal, 0 assist guy, that's Andy Hale. Right above him is William Schroeder, 5 goals for 5 points. Then the man on top of the team for the Mighty Ducks, that's Nate Baptist, number 82. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. On the other side for Team Hamilton, Ted Hamilton, the captain, he's number 77 through 7 games played, 2 goals and assists, 3 points. Above him is Lance Samaro in a third on the team, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Runner-up is Michael Lemon, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. Then the leader on the team for Team Hamilton, then Stephen Holtz, 4-3, 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. The 2 netminders here tonight, starting with the Mighty Ducks, is Jim Aiello, 5-2, 1 shutout so far this season, 15 goals against for a 2.14 goal against average. For Team Hamilton, it's Jack Dodd, 2-4, 30 goals against for a 4.29 goal against average. Gonna get start here for the first period, 40 seconds left to go here on the clock. Gonna take a quick timeout and we will get set for the start of period number 1 between the Mighty Ducks and Team Hamilton. .20 up on the board here between the Mighty Ducks and Team Hamilton. The Ducks here tonight will start the first period going left to right in the green uniforms. The orange squad, that's Team Hamilton. They'll start the first going right to left. Waiting for the last few pucks to be put here in the near side penalty box. And we'll get set to get things started. Once again, the 2 netminders here tonight, that's Jim Aiello and Jack Dodd. setting to take the draw. That will be Waltrip against Lemon. 20 minutes up on the board. Puck's dropped, and away we go. Back deep for the Mighty Ducks as they'll try and play it off the near side half boards. Hit center ice. Got a tip to it as it will head down deep as Hamilton will ring it up the top side. Trying to get it over for Breeze. Nearly intercepted by Chignell. Shot save made by Dodd. May have got a piece of it. Regardless, here comes Samaro trying to work his way up through center ice. Being pressured by Hale. Samaro hits the blue line. Taking up top a 2-on-5. As the last 3 for Team Hamilton remains in the neutral zone. Here comes the chance the other way. 2-on-2. Long shot by Baptist. Save made by Dodd. Was able to get a stick to it and throw it into the far side corner. Breeze over top of it, trying to get a centering feed. Nearly able to get it to Wetzel. DDD pass down low for Hale. Trying to get a shot off. Ends up whiffing on it and will play it down to the near side corner. Davis behind the net being pressured by Wetzel. To the corner it goes. Chignell skating in, trying to get a tip out in front. Dodd got a piece of it. As a rebound chance, nearly was able to find a stick of Dodd. Here comes Lemon trying to work it forward. Over for Samaro, trying to work it into the attacking zone. Does just barely. Samaro trying to keep it in deep. As the Mighty Ducks are able to escape danger for now. As they'll play it off the near side half boards. Davis able to work it forward. A 3-on-2. Trying to get a centering feed. Gets it past Hamilton. Wetzel able to clear that out to the neutral zone as Hale will chase after it. From the center right line. Gonna throw it down the length of the ice. Waiting to retouch in for offsides as Davis was deep into the attacking zone. Hamilton coming the other way now. Trying to get the top line back out for Team Hamilton as he hits the blue line. Cutting down low from the left hash marks. Backhanded shot. That'll go back behind the net. Mighty Ducks will pick up as they start gliding their way through their own defensive zone. Trying to throw it down the near side for Fox. Goes down link to the ice. That will not be an icing as this near side ref blows it off at the last minute. McDevitt trying to keep it in. Backhanded shot. Gets turned over by Fox. Put out to the neutral zone. Chasing after, that will be Cantarella. Deep in his own zone, being pressured by McDevitt. Nearly a turnover there as McDevitt was throwing a stick down just about parallel with the ice. Back deep for the Mighty Ducks. Center it. Trying to find a cross ice feed. As he had a wood trip right there on top of the Thunderbirds logo. Just a hair too far as Holtz will take it back behind his own net. Centering feed turned over, having to wait to retouch in on sides. They will not. As a dumping attempt was just past the blue line. 17:04 to go here in the first period. Shots on goal 3-0 in favor of the Mighty Ducks. Pugs dropped in a neutral zone, able to get that back as the Ducks. Cantrella fires it up the top side. Holtz able to intercept it. Gets past James. And onside has McDevitt behind him. Shot, save, rebound. That will be covered up by Aiello. He'll hold on to it. 16:35 to go in the first. Just about 2 full line changes coming up here from both sides. Fox and one other Mighty Duck stays out, but a full line change for Team Hamilton. Hamilton squad trying to get back in the win streak after a 2-game losing skid. Wetzel fires one in deep. Gets played into the corner. Clark tried to play it back by the net. Instead, it comes out to the neutral zone. Down like the ice, it goes for an icing. 15:50 to go in period number 1. Both lines will stay out. Key man to be aware of here for the Mighty Ducks, that's Nick Vu. That's number 91, be lining up right at the right wing. Shot right off the draw coming from Team Hamilton, gets played to the near side corner. Lemon centers, that's going to be cleared out for a moment as Davis trying to work it out. Wetzel keeps it in. Skates in, shot blocked off the leg pad of Vu. Clark chasing after it, but not able to get his stick lifted. Behind the net it goes for Etchison. Wetzel trying to keep it in, can't. Vu works it down the near side for Davis. Davis being pressured by Samaro and on sides but can't hold it there. Samaro's trying to take it the other way. Hale works it forward. Going to be played off a body, so no icing. Wetzel back behind the net. Whiffs on the clearing attempt. As he'll try and backhand it down the near side, being pressured by Davis. Lead for Etchison. Cross ice feed. Going up top, not out as Baptist is able to keep it in. Centers, here's a chance for Wolf. Holding shot, save, rebound, just goes in over the left shoulder. And the Mighty Ducks take a 1-0 lead. For Etchison. Cross ice feet. Kurt Wolf able to fire this one home. Is able to keep it in. Centers, for goal number 1 of the night, a huge one at that. Just goes in over the left shoulder. And the Mighty Ducks take a 1-0 lead. As for Kurt Wolf. And that's his first point of the season. That coming in the form of a goal. What a big way to get your season started there. As a backhand shot from Lemon gets sticked aside by Yayello. Comes out to the point. Holt's able to keep it in. Will dump it in deep to the near side corner. Chasing after it, Hale. Hill ringing around the near side half boards. Fox trying to get it out. Hamilton keeps it in for the time being. As a man chasing down the near side, just a hair too far out of his way, is Schroeder. That's the near side corner being pressured off by Holtz. Holtz has 2 green sweaters in front of him. Ends up getting that turned over by Wattrup. Up behind the net it goes, Baptist. Nearly overskates it, but able to pick up his own change. Plays it to himself behind the net from the near side, Fox. Trying to get a centering feed as Etchison. Apologies, Lemon will play it down the near side half boards. Back over for Lemon, trying to get it over for McDevitt. A cross ice pass gets pickpocketed by the Mighty Ducks. Fox trying to work it forward. They have a chance. Taking it up high, stuck up in the skates of Cantarella. As Lemon will clear the danger for the time being. Well, that will not be an icing. As it said, it was hit off a body in the neutral zone. Ducks pass it down low for Fox. Gets a stick to it, but can't get it out of the zone as Lemon intercepts. Won't matter too much there as Fox is able to get it right back out of danger. Holtz up the far side. That's going to be played in for offsides. Man up the far side half boards just a hair too far in past the blue line. That would be Adam Breeze. 12:20 to go here in the first. Face-off coming back up here in the neutral zone. Hamilton trying to win it forward. Here's a chance for Samaro. Trying to work it down the near side. That gets tipped out by the defenseman for the Mighty Ducks. Back over for Samaro. Has James up top. James and all alone waiting to find some action on the back door. Cleared out to the point for Hamilton. Back over for Samaro. On the backhand. Forehand from the left hash mark. Skating in. Shot goes off the shin pad of Cantarella. Wetzel trying to keep it at the point. He will. Skating. Trying to get it out of danger as Cantarella. Instead it's turned over as here comes Frazier up high. Can't keep it in as there's no reinforcements back at the point. Mighty Ducks back the other way with it. Here comes Strube trying to leave it for a man at the point. Shot gets pickpocketed and cleared down length of the ice from Hamilton. That's going to go on net of Aiello, so no icing. Chignall back behind the net. Has Samaro out in front. Has James pushing too. James nearly gets a turnover, but nobody there at the point to pick it up. Honan works it down the near side. Davis hits the blue line. Has a man going up top. Chignall has a chance on the backhand. Diving to his right was Dodd. That shot went wide regardless. Out to the point. Shot goes right through the paint into the near side corner. Hamilton clears it up to the neutral zone. That looks like it will go down far enough for an icing, and indeed so. 10:36 to go in period number 1. 1-0 is a score between the Mighty Ducks to Team Hamilton. Shots on goal 4-3 in favor of the Ducks. Offensive zone face-off there for Wolf. Trying to get a shot off as comes back out for Wolf. Top of the right circle, trying to throw one on. Puck goes sky high as Hamilton was trying to clear it out. Now it's down for Fox. Near side, sharp angle shot. Trying to get a tip out in front. Instead it comes out for Team Hamilton. Down the near side for Etchison. 2-on-2 as they head the other way. McDavid down low, being pressured by Hale. Shot, scores! Etchison able to fire that one home. Ties it up 1 apiece. Sky high as Hamilton was trying to clear it out. Now it's down for Fox. Near side, sharp angle shot. Trying to get a tip out in front. Instead it comes out for Team Hamilton. Down the near side for Etchison. As for Etchison, McDavid down low, being pressured by Hale. That's his second goal of the season, and a big one there. Ties it up 1 apiece. Ties it up 1. Shot goes to the near side corner, so no icing. Holtz chasing after it as a man hits the deck, falling down to the near side half boards. Pass intended for McDevitt, nearly intercepted by the Mighty Ducks, as will be passed right back behind the net. Wolf down the near side has a chance, trying to throw it back off the net. Hutchinson, the most recent goal scorer, trying to get a centering feed as it comes down low for Holtz. Wetzel chasing after with Wolf to the far side corner. Centering feed has a chance as Hutchinson was able to clear it out. Goes down like to this. Will it go on net? No, it will not. An icing call, 8:37 to go in the first period. Almost a full 5 minutes after the goal coming from the Mighty Ducks. That was Kurt Wolf. Able to get a quick response here. Still 8 minutes to go in period number 1. Holtz will play it back down the near side half boards, trying to get it over for Samaro, as Baptist was able to keep it in for the time being. Back over for Holtz up the far side. Has 2 men down to his left, one of them being Samaro. Holtz still with it, taking it up through center ice and on sides. Has Samaro behind alongside with Lemon, trying to drop it back for Samaro. Shot tipped out in front. Nearly got a piece of Aiello. Back down low, it's coming for Baptist. Hard hit here down the near side half boards. Both men hits the deck. That's between Baptist and Lemon. Trying to clear it up the far side. Holtz able to keep it in for the time being. Trying to dump it in deep. Waiting for reinforcements to touch back in on sides. And now they will. Mighty Ducks chip it forward down the near side. Over for Davis. Skating him and pressured by Lemon, that is. Brings up the far side. Holtz going at it with Chignall. Chignall behind the net, trying to find a centering feed. Out to the point. Baptist trying to get a tip out in front. As Samaro was trying to get a breakaway going there. He would have had one man to beat. That would have been Baptist. Not something easy to do. Breeze able to work it the other way. Gets his stick lifted. Still being pressured here as he's able to hit the blue line. Shot blocked out in front. That's going to be cleared right back down to the ice by, I believe, Chignall. An icing call here. 6:44 to go in period number 1. Lemon's line stays out for Team Hamilton. As the puck's dropped out to the point, Wetzel fires it in deep, gets a tip down the near side, but just went wide. Trying to drop it back to the point, and that's intercepted by Fox. Fox up the far side gets a touch to it, and they have a 3-on-2 as Baptist takes it into the attacking zone. Centering feed up top, has a chance, fires, scores! Able to fire that one home was the Mighty Ducks, and they take their 1-goal lead right back as it's 2-1 at the 5:50 mark of period number 1. The far side gets a touch to it, and they have a 3-on-2 as Baptist takes it into the attacking zone. Centering feed up top, has a chance. 21 scores. Connor Chignall able to get his first point of the night. Once again, another big one there as it's 2-1. 5:30 to go here in the first. Right back to about 4 minutes after the previous goal. On pace here for one more here in period number 1. McDevitt trying to work it out. That's just barely going to get out of the blue line. Wetzel at the right place at the right time as he'll take it forward. Down the near side.
Gets it to Frazier. He'll drop it back for Hamilton. Cross-ice feed trying to get it to James. James has a goal in his most recent game. Unfortunately not broadcasted here on YouTube. So will anybody really believe him? Down and near side, McDevitt over the far side for Wetzel. One touches it for James. From the blue line, winds up, fires, gets a tip out in front. Goes to the near side corner. Trying to get it back out to the point. Once again intercepted by Fox. Centers it. Here's a chance now for the Ducks to take a 2-goal lead for the first time tonight, as that just got sent wide. Out to the point for Cantarella. Shot blocked out in front by Hamilton. Shot just sent wide. Trying to find a centering feed as it comes out to the point and now out. Foot race coming down the near side half boards. Cantrell works it, but not out as that's going to be blown in off sides. McDevitt takes it in from the neutral zone right down the near side half boards. Just a hair too far, or a hair too early, that is. 4 minutes to go in period number 1. For the upper season, that season has come to a close. Silverbacks end up winning the championship over the Gold Diggers. A final score of 9-6. One of the best games we've seen so far this season. A back and forth game it had been. Gold Diggers went trailing by what seemed like a lot, and it seemed like they were out of it. Were able to bring it back to within 2. Able to get it into within 1 before a set of empty netters resulted in a 9-6 final. Holtz back deep has Hamilton to his left. Atchison calling for it. He's one of the goal scorers here tonight. Out for Vu. He'll play it down the near side. Gets his stick to it's Davis. And on sides, 3-on-3. Centers. Here's a chance. Trying to get it over for Honan. Not able to get a shot off. As Vu takes it back deep into his own defensive zone. From the right hash mark, chips it forward down the near side. Over for Davis. Intercepted, but still with it. As it's poked back the other way, here's Samaro. Taking it down the near side. Long shot from Samaro, goes wide. Trying to work it out. Foot race coming the other way, 2-on-1. Up high. Has a man down low, it's Davis. Over to Davis, not able to get a shot off. Ends up hitting the deck in the process. Vu back deep. Has Strube to his right, trying to get it to him. Just a hair too far of his reach. But able to find Davis. A friendly pass that was. But Holtz was able to fire that right back out to the neutral zone. Now Strube will dump it in deep. Holtz, the first one to it. Back down the near side. Nearly had a pickpocketing man. I believe that was Amaro. Indeed so. Puck's loose. Trying to clear it out was a Lemon. As that puck just seemed to have a mind of its own. Working it back the other way. Samaro clears it in. Lemon up top. Trying to chip it up forward to himself. Nobody helping down the near side half boards. Skating over top of it. Nearly intercepted by Samaro. It is. Down low. Lemon. Shot. Blocked by Vu. He'll play it down to himself. Up the far side half boards. Going to be a foot race going the other way. Wetzel chasing after it. Baptist trying to keep it in on sides. Ends up over skating it. As a Lemon tried to chip it to himself. Just a hair too far of his reach. Back to the near side corner it goes for Holtz. Chips it forward, trying to get it over for Wetzel. Ends up getting turned over by Chignall. That's cleared down like the ice. That will go down for an icing. 1 minute to go here in the first period. Pucks dropped. Away we go. 40 seconds to go here in the first period. Wetzel trying to clear it out. That's going to be kept in at the point. 1 touch as a backhand shot from Wolf just got sent wide. Fox on the near side corner. 30 to go. Centers. Out to the top of the right circle. Shot goes off the side of the net. That was off the stick of Hale. Out to the point. Canarella dumps it back in deep. Over skates it over for Wetzel, trying to work it out. James not able to get a stick to it as it's back out to the point for Canarella. Skating in, man Man-on-man contact that was. As Wolf will take it down. 6 seconds. Centers not able to get a shot off as that will play it off the near side half boards. 2-1, and that will do it for period number 1. Going to take a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be back for the start of period number 2. Welcome back here for the start of period number 2. Mighty Ducks with a 2-1 lead as we get set for the start of the second period. Puck's dropped. Away we go. Wolf drops it down the near side. Mighty Ducks trying to get something going here to start the second. Shot save as that'll be played down for Hamilton.
I don't have any on me.
Daw down the near side trying to work it forward. Vu back deep. Plays off the near side half boards. Foot races. Holtz will play it down the near side, trying to get it over for Clark. Vu. Centers. Trying to get it out of danger. Is that one off a body out in front? Being pressured by one as it's worked right back the other way. Here's a chance for Fox from the right circle. Skating in. Shot. Tipped. Holtz trying to clear it out of danger. That comes down the near side corner. Top of the point. Skating in. Shot. Tipped. Shot. Goes off the side of the net. Fox trying to get a tip out in front. McDevitt working the other way, being pressured by Baptist. Baptist plays it down the near side for Vu. Working it the other way, Frazier. Down the near side. Behind the net it goes for the Mighty Ducks. Playing up the far side, intercepted by Breeze. He'll play it back in deep. One-on-one foot race as it looks like Vu's going to win it to the near side corner. Samaro pressuring hard on the back, on the forecheck that is. Davis up top. Hitting the blue line from the right circle, trying to find a centering feed. Holtz able to clear it out. Frazier down the near side. Apologies there, that's Etchison. Down the near side, skating in from the right circle. Centers. Had Samaro there right at the top of the slot, but not able to get a shot off as that goes right underneath of his stick. Hutchinson cuts, shot, save made by the netminder. That's a yellow. Trying to work it the other way, place it off the near side half-boards, trying to get it around Holtz. Foot race going the other way, Cantarella trying to win it back. Instead it comes down low. Centers has a chance, able to keep it in for the time being, but Breeze was able to work it out. Over for Samaro, skates over top of it. Edgerton picks it up, 2-on-2, up the far side. Down low, trying to get it over for Breeze, just a hair too far out of his reach. Trying to get it out to the point. Holt skips it in for the time being. Back out to the neutral zone it goes. Down to the ice on a clearing attempt. And that will be an icing. 17:20 to go in period number 2. Face-off coming up here in the attacking zone for Team Hamilton. Set to take the draw. That's going to be a Lemon. James to his right. Wetzel to his back right, that is, out to the point. Wetzel trying to get a shot off. Over for Lemon. Sticks it down, not able to fire one on net. Baptist back behind the net. McDevitt trying to keep it in. Just a hair too far out of his reach. As Davis stops up, but once again not able to gain control of the puck. Lemon in all alone. Has James to his right. Intercepted by Cantarella as they'll work it up for Baptist. Off the stick of McDevitt. Has a chance. Shot. Gets a tip in. Just in it high over the back glass. Wetzel trying to keep it in. Keeps it in for the time being down the near side corner. Puck still loose. His tension seemed to be rising just a touch here as the shot goes on Aiello. He'll hold on to it. 16:09 to go in period number 2. Very similar to how period number 1 started. No score through the first 5 minutes and 40 seconds. So far we're closing in on the first 5 here, still without a score. Holtz getting in, chips it in. That's going to be thrown out by the Mighty Ducks. Shot goes off the iron, and back behind the net it goes, down the near side. As Wetzel at the point, trying to dump it in deep. Ends up whiffing on the shot. Here comes a 2-on-1 opportunity down the near side. Alexander up the far side, has a chance for Fox. Whiffs on the shot, trying to drop it back. Ends up skating right over top of it. As Holtz works it down the near side, just a hair too far, but has a man all alone at Samaro. Still with it, loose in his skates. On his forehand, taking it down low. Backhand shot. Here's a chance for Lemon. Hold. Shot. Goes off a body and went high. Alexander behind the net. Chips it high for Fox. Man calling for it wide open as he goes up top. Samaro intercepts it. He'll dump it in from center ice. Nearly too many men. As it caught one man changing along the right side portion of the bench. Winslow trying to get out of danger. Coming down low for Alexander. Down to the corner. Man waiting down at the point. As that will be played down to the far side corner. Fox out to the point for Vu. Not able to keep it in. Foot race going the other way. Vu stops up. Down the near side. Nearly intercepted by a team of Team Hamilton. Holding down the near side. That's going to be picked up by Holtz. Cross ice feet down low. Able to keep it in on sides. Here's a chance for Frazier. Up the far side. Whiffs on the one-timer was Samaro. Samaro still with his own rebound. Sharp angle shot. Gets tipped out in front by Vu. Vu behind the net on his backhand. Cuts to his right. Up high for Fox. 2-on-3, an on-man rush. Being pressured there by Samaro on the back check. Samaro able to lift the stick for the time being. Out to the point. Vu not able to keep that in as it comes down low for Canarella. He'll just chip it in deep as Frazier will pick up the loose change. Down the near side trying to get it around Canarella. Can't. Clark in a green sweater going at it down low. Frazier able to work it in. Up the far side. Here's a chance. Forehand, backhand, shoots. Pad save made by ALO. Mighty Ducks work it forward for Vu. Trying to get out of danger. Low for Canarella. Just a hair too far in on sides, but they'll let him play regardless. Vu tripped up, no call. Looks like he lost an edge right down the near side half boards. Good work there by Wolf. Able to escape the danger from the breaking away McDevitt. Holtz works it forward for Hamilton. Hamilton tripped up, no call. Down the near side. Hamilton squad still with it. That's going to be played out of play. Nearly hits the scorekeepers in their noggin. 12:35 to go in period number 2. Shots on goal in favor of Team Hamilton. 9-7. Hatcherton set to take the draw right in center ice. Able to get it back for Wetzel. Plays it down with the ice for an icing. Just under 12 to go here in period number 2. Same lines will stay out here, just a different face-off location. And this will be to the right of the netminder. That being of Jack Dodd. Intercepted. Here's a chance McDevitt ends up losing the puck to Baptist. Playing up the far side, downlink to the ice, Hamilton intercepts. As Wetzel to his right, cross ice feed down low, gonna go downlink to the ice for an icing. 11:20 to go in period number 2. This is not the same championship game from Tuesday night. Behind the net, Hamilton picks up the change down low for Breeze. Being pressured by Baptist. Down to the corner, Wetzel. Trying to get it back for Breeze, nearly kept in at the point by Baptist. Spinning around, going to backhand it in deep. Wetzel able to pick up the change right at the left hash marks. Backhanded once again, Hamilton picks up the change. Trying to take it forward. Up for Samaro. Trying to dig around. That's going to be a hit, no call. Hamilton with the change, trying to work it forward. Out to the point, Wetzel trying to keep it in, just barely. Digs it down low for Breeze. Shot, just sent it wide of the post. Down low, back by the net. Baptist, coming away with it down low. Cross ice feed just out of his reach to Davis. Would have been a 2-on-1 against Hamilton. Plays it back out to the neutral zone. Alexander trying to chase down the puck. Back over for the team in green. Gets a stick to it there was Wetzel, so no icing. Hamilton behind the net. That's going to be thrown down like the ice. That's going to not go on net. Another icing call here. 9:40 to go in period number 2. Trying to work it forward out to the point. Keeps it in. Down low. Woodrup taking it behind the net. Has a man up top. Stops up behind the net. Trying to find a way to chip one out in front. Instead, it gets loose up in the skates. As it will chase its way back behind the net. Trying to throw a tip in. On the back door. Had a chance. But Dodd was able to keep that one out. Down low for Baptist. Back behind the net. Baptist still with it. On his forehand. Chips it down low. Has a chance once again on the back door. This time not able to hold on to the puck. Stroop at the point. Chips it back in. Just out of the reach of the man at the top of the slot. Down low. Keeps it in, but just barely for Baptist. Woodrup shot. Tipped. By a tip, I meant playing it off the ice. Any bounce here works just as good as a tip right there in front of the net. 8:17 to go in period 2. Woodrup takes a draw out to the point. Cantrell up the far side for Vu. Shot. Tip. Trying to get a tip out along the far side post. That shot just got sent wide. A rebound. That would be covered up by Dodd. Partial line change coming up for both sides. Trading 1-for-1 here as Woodrup will go off. And so will Clark. Dropped. James back along the far side goal line. Able to work it forward for Lemon. Trying to chip around on Vu. Lemon on the foot race trying to work it forward. Lemon still with it for the time being. Out to the point but nobody home. James trying to work it forward to loosen his skates. James interfering there. No call. Lemon takes it in. Shot it right from center ice. Vu picks up the change behind the net. Man gets taken down to the ice. No call. Trying to find a centering feed for McDevitt. He was all alone on the front door. Out to the point. Holtz trying to slow things down. Shot. Tipped. Nearly a little bit of friendly fire there from Canarella. Honing up the far side. Trying to work it out. Back from McDevitt to the corner. Centers it. Nobody home on the back door. Cantarella trying to backhand it out. Comes out for Holtz. Shot. Skated down by a man in front of the slot. As we work down the near side. Foot race going the other way alongside of James. Cantarella, along with James, ends up throwing his stick down, but able to get part of the puck. At least that's what it appears from here. As it's worked up the far side for Frazier, and on sides. Trying to throw a shot in. Man hits the deck, no call. Holtz trying to work it forward. Couple men hit the deck there. Frazier shot, tipped out in front, has a chance. Nobody home at the slot. Holtz chips it in from the back, from center ice that is. Getting a little chippy here with 6 minutes to go in the second. No scoring so far here in period number 2. Back in this point in game, in period 1 that was, all 3 goals had been scored. The latest goal coming at the 5:50 mark, and that we just crossed. Holtz working it forward. Cantarella pressuring along with Samaro. Up the far side, Frazier at the center red line trying to work it forward. Hits the blue line. 3-on-4. Down the near side, tip just went wide. Vu behind the net, spinning around. Chips it up the far side. Hamilton is going to keep it in at the point. Trying to get around Cantarella. Shot tipped. Goes on net. Save made by ALO. Up the far side, Davis trying to work it out. Hamilton chips it in for the time being. Cantarella trying to work it out. That one's going to be kept in by Samaro. Back over for Samaro. On the left side, circle. He'll dump it in deep. Foot race going down the other way. Shots on goal. Tied up 9 apiece. Gonna put up the far side boards. Ends up whiffing on the pass. Wetzel may have got a piece of the body, maybe a piece of the puck. Shot, tip, rebound. Save, rebound goes off the side of the net. Looked like it had a good chance from here. Under 5 to go in the second. Holtz applying the forward check as it comes out down the near side for Honan. Hold shot, just sent wide. Davis up the far side will drop it back down low. Holtz pressuring with one as it will come out for Wetzel. 1 on a few. Comes up for Etchison, trying to get a breakaway going. That's going to be covered up by Aiello right in front of the crease. 4:20 to go in period number 2. Etchison set to take the draw with Clark to his right. Mighty Ducks able to win it back. Trying to chip it forward as that's going to be kept in at the point by Holtz. Behind the net for McDevitt. Centers trying to get it back into shot from Etchison. That just got sent wide. Had Clark there in the back door but not able to poke it home. Back over for Holtz. Shot blocked out in front as the Mighty Ducks are trying to get something going the other way. A 4-on-2 if they hurry. And on sides. Davis. Shot. Just sent it wide. Hamilton chasing after it. Todd trying to cover it up as it comes down low. Out to the point. Nobody home. No ice in the other way. Hale, first one to it to the near side corner. Going to chip it up the far side, trying to get it over for Davis. Etchison pressuring hard as he'll work it back the other way, but Wolf will be the first one to it. Down the near side, just out of his reach. No icing. Holtz down the near side, back behind of his own net. Trying to work it forward for Clark. 3-on-2 for Etchison. And on sides. Drops it back for Clark. Shot. Near side. Trying to tip it in front. Aiello will cover it up. As Etchison wasn't sure where that one had gotten off to. 2:43 left to go here in the second period. Lemon with the drop. Able to get back to James. Trying to get a shot off. Gets a half-minded shot, if you will, as it comes down low for the Ducks. And on sides, it's Wolf from the left hash mark. Trying to find a centering feed. Has a chance for Alexander. Not able to get a shot off. As Samara works up the far side. Over for Baptist.
Yeah.
Shot tipped out in front. Maybe a little bit of a friendly fire. Lemon trying to chip it forward for Samaro. Just ahead of his reach as Baptist will play it to himself.
Oh, okay.
Backhanded down low for Wolf.
Okay.
Has a man trying to cherry pick. Alexander
I'll tell Logan.
trying to chase after it. Back by the goes for Hamilton. Near side for Breeze. Centers. Here's a chance now coming the other way. Stick to side, but Breeze able to work it back forward. Stroop down the near side. Behind the net. Chips it up forward, trying to get it to Fox, but instead it finds Waltrip. 2-on-1 road trip down the near side for Alexander. Shot. Scores! Fires that one home. A 3-1 lead in favor of the Mighty Ducks. Stroop down the near side. Behind the net. Chips it up forward, trying to get it to Fox, but instead it finds Waltrip. 2-on-1 road trip down the near side for Alexander. Shot. Scores! Fires that one home. A 3-1 lead. As I believe that was Alexander that got credit with that one. If so, I believe that might be his first goal of the season. If not, I do apologize here, as I do not have that number listed on my roster sheet. With under 30 to go here in the second period. Hamilton squad trying to get something going as they trail by 2. So far, only 1 goal scored in the second period. And that looks like how it's going to end up here. 20 to go down the near side. Shot. That's made glove down by Hamilton. One last rush with 15. 14. Hits the blue line. And on sides. Has a chance. Shot. Save. Rebound. Trying to poke it home. Puck still loose. Cleared out. Hamilton once again trying to get something going. But that's been cleared out to the neutral zone. 2-1. And that will do it for the second period. I'm going to take a quick 1-minute timeout, and we will get you back here for the start of period number 3.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina is a city with a rich history of reinventing itself. Here you can wine and dine back in time, or raise a glass to the future. Witness history in the making, or savor the present moment. That's why you'll love visiting Winston-Salem. Our past is present, our future is bright, and our city is yours to explore. Look forward. Travel back to Winston-Salem.
For one. Pause. Stop it. That's I'm gonna have it. Okay. That's how I have it set up. Just pause. Too hard, is it? No. Once you get one over, it comes second. Once you do it as many times as me, it comes second. I've done it for what, 5 years, 4 years now? Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, he's playing in the next game.
Oh, okay. Well, you tell him he does a good job.
I will.
Yeah, do that. He puts a lot of effort into it. It's pretty awesome for just.
That's my son.
Oh, well, you should be proud of him. He's working hard,
I get
man.
to do this.
That's cool.
I run this. He does that and that.
Well, that's great. I tell you what, for this league, it's pretty cool. Have a great day.
Thank you.